I'm a motherfucking rapping assassin. We get it clapping. I'm ready for action, so I'm already packing. Hey, it's GOJ, Mars Radio. Yeah.
Welcome to Mars.
All right, welcome back to Mars Radio. I'm here with my next guest. Our next guest is an artist from Salinas, California, and he goes by the name of GOJ. GOJ, welcome to Mars Radio.
It's good, man. Feels good to finally sit in this seat, man.
Appreciate it. So, where you from, bro?
From Salinas, California, born and raised. Lived a little bit in Modesto, pretty much like half my life since a kid, going back and forth and stuff. But Salinas, definitely my area.
So Salinas, California, that's where you're from.
Yes, sir.
And what comes to mind when you think of Salinas?
When you think about Salinas, man, I mean, they call it the salad bowl. So it's nothing but agriculture, you know, working at factories, fields.
A lot of Mexicans.
A lot of Mexicans, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Paisas. Yeah, man, just a lot of agriculture, vegetables, fruits and stuff, strawberries.
Absolutely. And there's a lot of job opportunities for Mexicans that want to work.
All day, every day. There's no excuses, man.
Not in Salinas. If you're in Salinas and you don't have a job, you don't want a job.
Pretty much.
So, how would you describe Salinas to somebody that's never been or heard of it?
Someone that's never been there or heard of it? Shit, I mean...
Let's say you're talking to Duncan from Wyoming.
From Wyoming.
I would just tell them about Salinas, California.
I would just tell them, freaking tuck in your chain. Nah, just kidding.
Is it rough out there in Salinas?
I mean, there's some stuff going on, you know what I'm saying? There's some shootings and, like, you know, robberies and stuff like that. But
I guess it's kind of tough anywhere, depending on what part of town you're in, right?
I think it's just because it's so small. I mean, compared to here, it's just pretty small and there's not really much to do. So it's just a lot of people getting into fuck shit, you know what I mean?
For sure. And growing up in Salinas, did you grow up with both parents or just one parent?
Growing up, I grew up with both parents, but when I was young, they broke up, never married or anything. They just, you know, just didn't vibe anymore. But I mean, they're still cool to this day.
Who'd you live with?
Lived with my mom and my grandparents.
So you lived with your mom, but your dad was still around?
He was still around, but he was getting involved in, you know, the legal system and stuff. My mom as well, you know.
So you didn't grow up with both your parents. You grew up with your grandma.
Grandparents, basically,
okay,
yeah.
You grew up with your grandparents. Got it. So mom and dad were doing their thing.
Doing their thing.
And ended up in the legal system.
The legal system.
So your grandparents raised you for the most part.
Facts.
Got it.
On both sides.
So how would you say your life is different from the average person's when you're growing up with your grandparents?
I mean, what I like to say is like nothing comes close to grandma's love. You know, grandpas are like really rough, really serious, stern. You know, they ain't gonna
like a daddy.
Pretty much. I mean, times two. You know, they seen things go bad. You know, so I thank God for my grandpas in my life. You know, always steering me in the right direction. You know.
Yeah, absolutely. And so growing up in Salinas, not even with your mom and dad, with grandparents, it was a little bit different than average. What were type of the surroundings and things going on in your neighborhood?
Where I lived...
What'd you see?
I mean, like we touched on earlier, like the Paisas, you know, a lot of Paisas. I don't know, I think growing up in the 90s, you know, things were, I guess, a little more safer, I guess. I don't know, chill. I mean, when I was a little kid, you know, I would walk around the block or, like, play with neighborhood kids and stuff like that, and I didn't really have to worry about getting kidnapped or something or, you know.
I think we did. We just, you know, who the fuck...
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Wanted to take a fucking another responsibility with them, you know what I mean? Like, you take that kid, you gotta feed it and look after it and all kinds of shit, so they were like, hell no.
Yeah.
So... What kind of kid was GOJ? Was he the type of kid that was, always running around getting in trouble, always being funny? Were you into sports, girls, always trying to get a dollar? What kind of kid were you?
I was an energetic kid. I was like always into wrestling and stuff, jumping off of freaking counters and jumping on my cousins, wrestling, fighting each
You
other.
were hyper.
Hyperactive kid,
They're always telling your ass slow down. Hey,
Facts.
GOJ, slow down, bro. You're doing the most.
My older cousins would freaking sock me in the ribs, They're like, get off me, you know what I mean? I'm doing front flips and stuff.
Did you have a lot of cousins and shit around you growing up?
Yeah, like a lot of older male cousins always showing me the ropes.
So Mexicans usually have big families. Yours was the same?
Facts.
Okay, cool. So what were the Thanksgiving and Christmases like?
Thanksgiving, Christmas, Modesto. Every year, I used to love coming out here for Christmas break, Thanksgiving, spring break, because all my cousins from LA, from here in Modesto, and different parts of Cali, they just all come together on the holidays, and we just freaking eat, chill, play video games.
Packed house.
Packed.
Yeah, hella food.
Hella food, turkey, ham, tamales, menudo, pozole the next day.
For sure. So, moving back from Modesto and Salinas, was it both of your grandparents lived in both those cities? That's where it was? So, both sides of your family, boom, you be...
My dad's side of the family lives here. My mom's side of the family lives in Salinas.
Got it.
They were all, because my grandparents on my dad's side came from Acapulco in, I don't know, the 90s. So they were living in Salinas, working in factories. My grandpa was a supervisor in the fields. So he was working in the fields and whatnot. So he ended up passing away in like 2003 of cancer. Right, and then my grandma ended up moving out here with her daughter and stuff. So she's been out here ever since.
Got it. So what were some of the differences that you would see? Because I know, towns are alike, but towns are also different. What were some of the differences you noticed bouncing back between Modesto and Salinas?
Modesto, definitely bigger than Salinas. Like in Salinas, like I could walk around and see the same people over and over. Oh, I got class with this guy, or oh, that's someone's mom or something. Here in Modesto, I go to the grocery store, go over here, go over there. It's a little bigger, running into people is...
So basically in Salinas, you meet everybody. In Modesto, you could still roll up on people you've never met.
Exactly, facts.
That's dope.
A little more low-key out here, I guess, in some kind of way.
Out here, it's more low-key in Modesto than Salinas?
I think so. Like in my perspective,
where you get hit up more?
Probably in Salinas.
In Salinas,
yeah.
You go be at the store.
You go to the hood store,
Where are you from?
You can't be hiding from nobody, You're gonna see somebody.
No doubt. All right. So, what kind of teenager were you?
Teenager.
Which city did you live in for your teenage years?
When I was like 13, I think I was living out here. I think I was living out here.
What city did you go to high school in?
The first 2 years I went out here.
Okay, so you went to high school in Modesto.
For 2 years, and then I finished in Salinas.
So how was it in Modesto going to high school? What kind of student were you in your high school years? Were you getting into trouble and shit, or were you all about your books?
I was like a class clown, honestly. I've never really been like too much of like a school dude, like studying. Like I suck at studying, memorizing what I just read. I'll read like 3 chapters back to back, and I still don't even know what I read. I'm like, what the hell? But in high school, I actually started smoking weed in like, I think 2009 when I was a freshman of the summer, after summer. And I don't know, I think sophomore year I started, like my grades started going down because I was going late to class, smelling like tree, not even really focusing on the work, all paranoid, like, oh shit, everyone knows I'm stoned. But I think like towards the end, like junior year, senior year, I was doing better. But sophomore year, my grades were going bad.
All right, so you were just like light troublemaker and stuff. You weren't like catching cases going.
Nah.
How were you able to navigate around shit like that growing up? I mean, did you grow up with money or did you grow up poor?
Middle class, I guess.
Right, so you grew up poor. So growing up poor, you're probably in a in one of the hoods or in the areas where we grow up when we're less fortunate. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
around that, there's a lot of shit around there that can suck you in, gangs and territories and neighborhoods and shit. How are you able to navigate around all that and not get caught up into that?
I think I just had a really good support group. I had people around me that, you know, always kept me in the right direction.
You said, what'd you say? You said you didn't join a gang because you had a good gang around you?
I had family, I had older cousins, you know, if I tried doing something stupid, you know, they'd jack me up, you know.
You had older cousins that would keep you in check.
Facts. They were into boxing and stuff, so they would always, like, we'd be sparring with each other, you know, they'd be roughing me up.
Right.
Facts.
So your family kept you out of the fuck shit.
Pretty much.
That's what's up, bro. That's what's up. And so if your family kept you out of the fuck shit, at what age were you when you kind of discovered music?
Well, music was always around me. Like, ever since I was a kid, my mom and dad would be bumping music.
What kind?
Snoop Dogg, Doja Click.
Wait. Moms was bumping Snoop Dogg and Doja Click around you?
Facts. In the 90s.
That's what's up.
My pops, my mom, freestyle music, reggae music.
Like Stevie B and shit?
Stevie B, all that stuff. Freaking Africa Bambaataa.
What's your first memory of music?
First memory of music. Probably a little kid, small little dude, probably like 3-4 years old. Parents got 215s in the back, a little Honda, bumping so hard, so loud that it's hurting my chest.
Right, you got a mic on you. Right?
Oh, sorry, my bad.
What color was the Honda?
I think it was black.
So you had a little black Honda with 15s, the Honda Civic.
Yep. Slapping,
and
freaking.
You were in the car seat in the back or what?
In the car seat.
Woo.
Can't hear nothing. I'm like, Mom, Dad, stop. Turn it down. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, all you're hearing is bass.
I could feel it on my chest. I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna die.
When did you discover music as something that you could do?
When I was in middle school, I was like running into like a lot, because I was moving a lot. I ran into like a lot of people that were just haters, you know, just talking smack because I was skinny, I was small, just trying to like, you know, push me around a little bit. So
you found the bullies.
And what I was able to do was write disses to them, and I would rap it to them like the next day when I see them in class or outside of class or whatever. And they were like, damn, you really got me, man. That was good, but...
Wait. What city was this?
So it's actually in Los Baños. I lived in Los Baños for about a couple years.
So you run into the bullies. Mm-hmm. They want to put hands on you.
Messing around.
And you're writing diss records to them and performing it to them. Instead of them putting hands on you, they congratulated you on your skills?
Facts.
What kind of budget bullies were you fucking running into?
It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. But, I mean, they try to rough me up after, you know. I just dissed the shit out of them. But, yeah, that's a fond memory of, like, 8th grade, I think.
I started fucking with music through battle rap, too. The forums and shit online.
Yeah. Dissing people.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I got that from like Eminem and
my
stuff.
My bullies didn't want to just diss though. They wanted to fucking fight. We had to go and fucking meet in the gym or whatever the fuck to go throw down. You had some nice fucking bullies.
Los Baños, man.
And so, how did you start? What did you start doing besides you started doing the disses to the?
I started making like parodies, really, just like grabbing like some Weird Al Yankovic type shit, like
some Eminem shit.
Eminem shit, yeah, making like remixes or like sometimes I wouldn't even rap to a beat. I would just be like, oh, okay, I have this melody, I'm gonna mimic it and then just write my own rhyme scheme.
You remember the first time you started recording?
The first time I started recording was after high school, like 2012, like summertime, I think. I was.
It was a Thursday. The fuck you do exactly about that?
It was at a
1309 Canyon Road.
It was one of my homies' houses and stuff. He's like, hey, you want to get on the song? I'm like, hey, I don't think I'm ready. And you know, I wasn't ready, you know, but I mean, it was a good experience, man. I loved it. I fell in love with it.
Okay, so tell me about the studio experience. Where did you record at? And
it was I think it was in a garage.
Okay.
It was like a little makeshift, you know, little booth.
Yeah.
had the foam and whatnot. You know what I mean? The homie had I think it was Audacity. I think he was recording off Audacity. Um, and it was dope, man. Like just the whole experience, watching the homies do their hook, their verse, and then I did my verse. And
What can you tell me about when you started doing music and you discovered like, hey, you know what? I'm onto something here. Like, you know what I mean? Because we've all tried things and sometimes we could tell like this ain't for me. But what was it
facts.
about the music that made you say this is something for me and that I'm good at it and shit?
I think probably like 2 years after that moment, I got my own setup, started recording myself, started writing better, and I don't know, man. I just like fell in love with like laying the hook down, the ad libs, the melodies, anything. Just the whole process of making the music, bumping it in the car, vibing with your homies, smoking, drinking to it. Like, oh, okay, I gotta fix this or I'm gonna fix that. I think that's when I fell in
So
love with it.
it sounds like you fell in love with the process more, right?
Facts.
Like, I think the process can be very therapeutic. Like you said, all those
Facts.
steps, doing the whole steps, I find it very therapeutic and it's
Releases a lot of stress,
it,
anxiety.
it releases stress and anxiety, but it makes the music more meaningful. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? Because there's actually like a story that you're living throughout the songs and stuff.
You hear the passion in the lyrics and stuff.
When did you first get validation from other people?
Um, I think probably, like 2014. I think is like a couple years after I started recording.
Right.
I started putting stuff out on SoundCloud and stuff, and I didn't think too much of it, but some of them were getting a lot of plays, and I was like, what the heck? Like, people actually like this? Like, I'm barely trying it out, I was
Right.
writing for like 4 years prior to that, but barely recording and putting myself out there, and people were fucking with it, so I was like, you know what? I mean, I think I'm onto something, putting out mixtapes and stuff, and little music videos that me and my friends make ourselves and stuff.
Right, right. What's the song that you get the most attention on?
Um,
What song or video of yours gets noticed the most by people?
I think it's a song that I made probably like, I want to say 2017. It's a song called J's,
Uh-huh.
and it's all about Jordans and stuff.
That's
Got
what's up.
hella J's in the video and stuff. It's pretty dope.
That's what's up. That's what's up. And tell me about your process of making the music itself. Are you the type of person that like freestyles everything from the top of the dome, or do you write everything? Do you write everything? Do you punch in? I mean, what's your process for creating?
Okay, so my process would probably be like probably like late at night. You know what I mean? I find a beat. I listen to it a couple times. I like think of something in my head for the hook. I write down like a little couple bars for the hook. I go back to it later, eat, chill, do my things I gotta do. And then I go back to it, and then I'll literally just probably like finish the whole verse and then do the second verse, practice a little bit, and then hit up the engineer for the studio time. And
So
then,
your process is you write.
right, yeah.
Okay, cool. So when you're writing, do you think of the hook first or the verse, or is it just like the type of song that comes to mind when you know you're gonna start a writing session?
Yeah, it's definitely most likely the hook. I'm trying to think about something catchy that people will probably
Yeah.
like.
Dope, dope. And do you prefer recording or performing more or better?
I think when I was younger, I loved performing, but now as I got older, I think just the recording process is more fun to me. I could go in the booth and just, vibe out and stuff. But
You like the creative side,
I
bro.
like creating, man.
Creators love to create. You know what I'm saying? But something that I don't know if you'll discover this. I'm the same way. I like the creative process more, but once you start doing bigger and not more impactful shows, because every show counts. It doesn't matter if it's 2
Facts.
people or 200. But
Facts.
once you're able to put more energy into your show, like if you have a DJ and he knows when you're dropping, or you got an intro, or you got a part where you're gonna talk to the crowd, or you got interaction,
Yeah.
you got a bitch coming up on stage to shake it or something like that, the show actually becomes a creative process too.
I didn't
So,
think of it that way. I didn't
yes.
think of it that way.
So your answer might change. You never know.
Okay,
Let's
okay.
say that GOJ is on a playlist, right?
Okay.
What other artists and songs would be on that playlist?
Other artists and playlists. Okay, well, I'll be making music with a couple people.
Nope, that's not what I'm asking.
Okay.
You know how you listen to a QC playlist and it's
Okay.
all the QC artists?
Yeah, yeah.
If there was a playlist and GOJ was on it, who would the other artists and songs that would be on the playlist is you?
Other playlists.
Basically, what kind of music do you make, bro?
I make West Coast.
Like who? Like what artists?
I mean, I get compared to like Wiz Khalifa a lot.
Okay. Stoner music.
Stoner music. I like Currency, you know, some chill vibes.
What kind of music do you like to listen to?
I like to listen to like Larry June, Payroll Giovanni, like hustler motivational shit.
That's those two guys right there are the most requested type beats that people want to listen to in the studios. Pull up a Larry June type beat or a Giovanni type beat. Those are the number 1 and 2 most requested in the studio.
When you look them up online, man, that's how you know that they're so requested that every Larry June beat is gonna have a bunch of tags in it, so you ain't gonna rap on it for free.
Yeah, for sure. And what would you say your Mount Rushmore is?
Mount Rushmore. It's like 4, right? 5?
4.
4. Okay. Definitely gotta say Pac.
Do you think he's the greatest of all time?
In my eyes, I mean.
Okay, that's a good answer. I have the same answer, so yeah.
Okay.
But Mount Rushmore.
There's a lot of things that Pac did that I try to, implement in my career for sure.
Right. Like getting shot and shit?
No, not that. Pac.
Having a bald head?
I don't have that.
The nose ring.
No, not that either.
You're gonna get to all that. Come back in 6 months.
Music-wise,
you'll be bald head with the nose ring and shit. Talking about I just got shot 5 times.
No, next time you see me. So Pac, gotta put Wayne up there, man.
Lil Weezy.
Wayne for sure.
Weezy F baby.
Wayne, Pac. I gotta put Mac Dre for sure.
Weezy, Pac, and Mac Dre.
Mac Dre, and then number 4. Let's see, I'm trying to think. Like work ethic. Let's see. Damn. Number 4. Damn, that's a picky one. It's a tricky one.
Come on, man. We only got a while for we got extra batteries and shit.
Facts. Pac, Dre, Wayne. I'm just going to put Twista in there.
Wow. That was a surprise right there. I didn't expect that one, but Twista is hella dope.
Twista is
so
dope,
E40
man.
or Too Short?
Gonna have to say 40, man.
Okay, Pac or Biggie?
Pac.
LL Cool J or Ice Cube?
Ice Cube.
YG or Tyga?
YG.
Oh, okay. Big Sean or Kendrick?
Kendrick.
The Game or 50 Cent?
50.
Kanye or Pharrell?
Kanye.
Dr. Dre or Timbaland?
Ooh. I grew up off Dre, so I'm gonna have to say Dre.
Yeah, Dr. Dre?
Chronic.
Hell yeah. 50 Cent?
50 Cent, facts.
Eminem?
You're asking 50 Cent or Eminem?
No, I'm just saying
okay.
Dr. Dre did production for all those artists?
Facts, hell yeah.
It's a good answer, you know what I mean? All right, so tell us about the THC crew.
THC crew, man. True Hustle crew. Started in 2012.
Obviously, there's a weed reference there, huh?
THC, yep. I mean, around that time, a lot of people were like incorporating the THC in their name, so I kind of like changed it a little bit. So it's not THC, it's THC crew. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's me and my homies. Started off like as just like a weed crew, you know, smoking weed, selling little pre-rolls here and there back in the day and stuff like that. But after, that didn't work out or whatever, I started just making music by myself and stuff. And then my homies, cousins, whatever, people that wanted to make music. So Started a brand probably maybe like 2017. Started making shirts and
You got the merch, right?
the merch. Yep. Hats. Starting to play around with different designs more and more. Back then, I didn't know what the hell I wanted to do with it, but I think I got now a little better idea.
Yeah, no, I've been seeing people with them. A lot of people rock them and post it online.
I appreciate that, man.
You
Yeah,
be
facts.
You be getting a lot of love from people showing love on the internet and stuff.
Appreciate that, yeah.
And
Trying, man.
So what's next for you musically, bro? What you working on right now?
Right now, I'm working on probably like a couple mixtapes, an EP, an album, and like a collab tape. So right now I'm just trying to stay busy. I've been dropping like every 2 weeks on like all platforms, like old projects that I had on like Dat Piff.
Right.
I had all kinds of mixtapes.
Rest in peace, huh?
Rest in peace, man. I had like 20 projects all on there and they all got erased. So I just been like all the original music that I own the beats to, I just been throwing them on DistroKid and stuff.
That's what's up. How's that working out?
It's been working out good, man. Every 2 weeks, dropping a project or like a single. And then after I'm done with all this old stuff, hopefully like in the next 2 months, I got like 3 more projects, all new stuff. So I'm ready to drop those pretty soon with visuals and stuff.
That's what's up, bro. That's what's up. Anything you want to leave your supporters and fans with?
I just want to leave them with just stay consistent, just keep grinding and do it for you, you know? Don't do it for anybody else, you know? Just do it for you and keep grinding and it's all going to pay off.
All right, well, there you have it. It's Mars Radio. It's GOJ, and we out.
Peace.
Welcome to Mars.